Hello, I'm Troy Dietmeyer. I'm a field agronomist here in Northeast Iowa for Pioneer, and today is July 23rd, and was just wanting to give you a little update on some things to look for this week. This week is going to be a really big week for fungicide applications here along the Highway 20, Highway 3 corridor, and just wanted to talk a few things about fungicide response. Should I spray? Shouldn't I spray? And at Pioneer, we've done a lot of research here over the last 5-6 years regarding fungicide applications on every corn hybrid. And to sum it up real quick, we basically see the biggest response on our fuller season hybrids. So here in Northeast Iowa, generally what we see from 105, 106 plus day corn is generally when we see the biggest yield response. So if you are going to maybe spray some earlier things, I'd really encourage you maybe only spray the corn on corn on your early hybrids. Otherwise, really focus in on the fuller season hybrids. And I know a lot of times a lot of guys scout and try to say, hey, you know, I do or don't have a lot of disease activity right now. And the one thing that we've learned over the years with doing a lot of our fungicide applications and testing is the fact that just because we do or don't see leaf diseases doesn't really predict whether or not we're going to get an economic yield response. And a lot of times some of our fuller season hybrids with great disease packages and hardly a lesion on them are giving us some pretty good yield responses. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there. Be sure to check with your local Pioneer sales representative on which hybrids that are in your package that we would recommend to be top priorities for a fungicide application. But in general, once again, the biggest bang for the buck that we get is 106 plus day maturity corn. Do have a couple lesions here that I found. Overall, the corn is very clean as of right now, but that can change quite quickly. So if the camera would maybe want to try to come in, what I've found right here is actually a couple gray leaf spot lesions, and you can kind of see they're very rectangular, and gray leaf spot will stay within the vein, so you'll see a nice rectangle come out of those leaves. So very easy to identify. Now there is a new disease called bacterial leaf streak. It will look something like gray leaf spot, but it'll work its way outside of the veins, and it'll almost be more of, it won't be very, very pronounced edges. It'll get wider, and you'll almost see like a teardrop kind of type bottom to it. So that's that disease. The other one that I've been finding a fair amount of is common rust, and you'll see some rust here. These are rust pustules, and they actually rise above the leaf, and they're kind of that reddish brick. There is southern rust that has been confirmed in southern Iowa that's probably going to work its way north, and that is of concern. And the way to tell the difference is common rust, which we see here, is going to be on both sides of the leaf. So you can flip the leaf over like this, and you'll see those pustules on both sides. That will not happen with southern rust. Southern rust will be round rather than rectangular, and they won't be on the bottom side of the leaf. So just kind of a couple tips there on what we are actually seeing for leaf diseases out there. Not seeing much northern corn leaf blight as of yet, so it's good that we can get the fungicide on right now and try to get ahead and stay ahead of our diseases that could potentially come. The other thing to keep in mind is that oftentimes when a leaf disease enters the corn leaf, it takes up to 10 days to 2 weeks before we can actually see it. So just because you go out and look at your corn maybe today or later this week and you say there's not much out there, there could actually be some activity going on, and you can actually hear a helicopter spraying here right there maybe. But just because you can't see a lesion doesn't mean there's any there. So I really encourage you guys, foliar fungicide is the last management option that we have for our crop, for our corn crop, and really encourage guys to get out and take a look and give us a call if you have any questions. The other thing to think about is if you are growing continuous corn on corn, a field that you're spraying a fungicide on right now is going to be corn next year, go ahead and take a look at the rootworm beetles that are in your field. For $2 to $3 an acre, we can throw in an insecticide, and the timing is going to be really good here over the next 5 to 10 days as our rootworm females are getting close to laying eggs. If we would go in right now and throw an insecticide in, we'd kill those females. They wouldn't lay eggs and wouldn't have as much pressure on the trait for next year's corn crop. So give some serious thought also into throwing some insecticide into the mix. Again, if you have any questions, be sure to contact your local Pioneer sales rep. Thank you.